Presenting case of an ocular surface squamous neoplasia, which on histopathology report turned out to be conjunctival intraepithelial neoplasia type 2, for which an excision biopsy was planned with an amniotic membrane transplantation. This was a 54-year-old lady who had presented with a lesion that was irregular, vascularized, and getting pigmented for the past 6 months. This is how the lesion appeared, and as you can see, the corrugated surface and the vascularization pattern all typically discriminates it as a case of a neoplasia. Now, this was how the specimen was excised and marked on history paper so that the pathologist would know the corneal surface, the conjunctival surface, as well as the superior and inferior. It is kept in absolute alcohol after excision. Post excision, in 2 weeks, this is how the eye appeared. The corneal surface had taken up well. Coming to the surgery, first the plane of the lesion was well demarcated. The lesion was partially excised with a tooth forceps. Once the conjunctival side of the lesion was excised, then the corneal side was approached. First, a plane was identified with the help of hockey stick, and gradually, with short strokes, the lesion was gradually separated from the corneal surface, ensuring there is no perforation during any of the maneuvers. Once the lesion was completely excised, it was kept on a sterile steri paper and spread out to identify or demarcate the corneal and the conjunctival surface. Then the ocular surface was well debrided of the neoplastic tissue and the smooth surface was ensured. The defect was later measured with a caliper, both vertical and horizontal, and a corresponding size of amniotic membrane was taken. First, the amniotic membrane was peeled off, and the size of the amniotic membrane taken is confirmed for its dimensions. With the epithelial side up. Then it is kept on the corneal surface with epithelial surface down, so as to instill glue. The thrombin part of the fibrin is placed over the conjunctival side as it's in a more liquid form. The thicker fibrin is placed over the amniotic membrane. Then the amniotic membrane is replaced over the defective area. Stay sutures are placed with an episcleral bite. And the lesion was excised, and this is how the eye looked 2 weeks post-operatively. Now this is the pre-op picture. This is on day 1. This is on day 7 within a week, and this is in 2 weeks' time. Now this is the histopathology report, which said there are features suggestive of conjunctival intraepithelial neoplasia type 2. There is also a note to consider long-term follow-up of the lesion. So now I have chosen mitomycin C 0.04%, and it is coming from Zydus, and it comes in a powdered form. It costs around 506. The dilution in 10 milligram, we have to dilute or distill water about 20 ml. So 10 milligrams in 20 ml would mean a 0.5 milligram per ml or a 0.05% of solution. From that 20 ml, we will have to withdraw around 8 ml so that only 12 ml remains in the bottle. Into this 12 ml, we have to add 3 ml of distilled water again. The 12 ml had 0.05%, making it to 15 ml makes it a 0.04% solution. The studies that compared topical interferon with mitomycin C have clearly stated that mitomycin C and interferon alpha 2b are all given 4 times a day. And the study also reported that the efficacy of interferon alpha 2b and mitomycin C seemed equally efficacious. But the safety and tolerance has been comparatively better for interferon alpha 2b. With that, I end my presentation, and I thank you all for the listening.